Hello everybody, welcome back. So now we've got some news coming out of Intel where they are announcing more job cuts. It just continues. We're seeing drops in projects in Europe, all in a plan to essentially save the company. Everybody really knows that Intel is a brand at the minute which is, to say the least, going through some difficulties. And we've seen in recent weeks and months, as you guys who've been watching the channel will now know, they are looking to save a lot of money basically in any way possible. It's what they have to do to keep the company afloat. So continued layoffs and further spending cuts are part of a turnaround plan for the US-based chipmaker in an effort to save the company's future, as it has just reported even further losses for the second quarter of this year. Intel is shedding thousands of workers and cutting expenses as its new CEO works to revive the fortunes of the company that has helped launch Silicon Valley into what it is today, but right now has fallen behind rivals such as Nvidia and AMD. So in a memo to employees on Thursday, the CEO said that Intel plans to end the year with 75,000 quote-unquote core workers, excluding subsidiaries, through layoffs and attrition. So that is down from around 99,500 workers at the end of last year, and that is what we have seen over the last couple of months, a lot of people essentially being let go. The company has previously announced a 15% plan for a workforce reduction. Now, the CEO has been quoted saying this: "I know the past few months have not been easy, but we're making the hard and necessary decisions to streamline the organization, drive greater efficiency, and increase accountability at every level of the company." Now, these are the words that we hear coming out of these businesses quite often. However, in Intel's case, well, we do know that the company is absolutely struggling. This is common knowledge at this point. So we are seeing, in addition to this, Intel's going to scrap its previously planned projects in Germany and Poland, and also move the assembly and test operations in Costa Rica to larger sites in Vietnam and Malaysia. Costa Rica will remain a key home to key engineering teams and corporate functions, was said in the memo as well. This is all really at a time where, again, the company is laying off a lot of workers, and we are seeing a lot of money being lost in this business. The company has a market cap of around 100 billion, 98.71 to be precise. But we are seeing Nvidia being valued significantly higher at 4.2 trillion. So you can kind of see the difference in how the brands have kind of separated. So Intel's troubles have been magnified since the advent of artificial intelligence, a booming field where chip makers, once smaller like Nvidia, have become tech's hottest commodity. Now, Tan has said that they are focused on their core product portfolio and artificial intelligence offerings to better serve customers. "There are no more blank checks," Tan wrote. "Every instrument must make economic sense. For the first quarter, Intel has reported a loss of $2.9 billion or 67 cents per share. This is down from the $1.6 billion or 38 cents per share earlier in the year, so obviously things are not looking good. And again, excluding one-time items, the companies posted a loss of 10 cents per share. Revenue was flat at 12.9 billion. Analysts on average were expecting adjusted earnings of 1 cent per share and revenue of 12 billion. So you can kind of see how things are going there. They're not the only company to be cutting back at this time. We've seen difficulties in so many brands, and I'll bring you back to this, where we are seeing so many companies laying off workers. Indeed, in Glassdoor, so many companies that you may have heard of. Microsoft, of course, ByteDance, we've seen TomTom in June, Rivian, Bumble, Google. So many businesses laying off a lot of workers. That's just a climate that we seem to be in right now, guys. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you so much for your time, and I do hope I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.